Dear Diary, Jimmy kissed me in the bathroom on the butt. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
What is up?
Oh, same old shit, different day.
It is a different day.
It is actually a different day.
We usually record on Sunday, and it is Tuesday night after work.
Right, and we are recording on Tuesday because my laptop took a dump.
Your nice, expensive, year-old laptop.
Yes.
And my $300 Toshiba from 2012 is still slowly going strong.
Yes, yes. So my laptop, thankfully, or not thankfully, it decidedly took a shit on us.
Literally.
Literally.
Had to shower afterwards.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Took a dump, and I opened it up to a blue screen of death the day of, and now we have nothing.
So I sat here for 2 hours Sunday and twiddled my piddle stick.
Yep.
And by piddle stick, I mean cellular telephone. And
Yep.
I had a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, and now 2 days of work
Completely forgot about it.
come and gone. All I know I was going to talk about was last week, and the blacksmithing thing was really fun.
Yeah, so you did that Friday and Saturday, right?
Yeah, Friday and Saturday, we got to go out and see all kinds of other craftsmen and meet some new people. And shameless plug, Chieftain Forge, at Chieftain Forge on Instagram and Facebook. We could have some fun. But, yeah, that was an awesome event. I'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting us since you live 5 minutes away.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, wait. You went and picked
on.
apples really far away instead.
Yeah, I went 20 miles away and picked apples on Saturday and went day drinking with my wife for our anniversary on Friday.
So you should have came Friday after the day drinking.
I had a headache.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that was my weekend, and then work. Oh, today, I didn't think I was going to make it here. I literally, my day was so easy. I had time. My manager's like, hey, go have lunch with your buddy, because I have a friend that's, we'll just call him Steve, because
you went to Habaneros.
And, how do you know I went to Habaneros?
Because why? Where
So
else
I went to
would you go?
Habaneros and got some street tacos. On Tuesday, they were $1.
God.
They are Taco Bell prices with, but real Mexicans make
Actually,
them.
they're cheaper than Taco Bell. Taco Bell's like $1.25 now.
Go to Habaneros on Tuesdays. Oh my gosh. And the waitress there is super cool. It's just a cool atmosphere. And I get back in the afternoon. I knock out all my work. Nice, slow, easy day. And then 4:30, I talk to my manager like, are you good? She's like, cool, see you Thursday. Because I alternate buildings. I get in the car, I start the car, and my work phone rings, and it's her. She's like, so-and-so up in 208, just, her fridge door just fell off. And I went, okay, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know. She just came down here saying her fridge door fell off.
What'd she do, Hulk it?
Now keep in mind, I work in senior living buildings. So it's not exactly like we have bodybuilders walking around, you know? And I go up there, and if you've ever had to flip doors on a fridge or repair them or replace them on a stacked fridge, it's bottom hinge, then bottom door sets on it, then middle hinge.
Yeah.
And then freezer door, and then top hinge. Freezer and all those hinges were fine. Fridge door's just sitting on the ground. So I have to finagle this thing because I was like, I need to get out of here. I'm supposed to record the podcast. We couldn't do it Sunday. It's releasing tonight. So I go rushing out the door and get the call, go back in, go up there. Holy crap, what the F happened? Run down and grab some tools and parts. Luckily, I find a bolt to replace one that's just mysteriously gone. Get it all put back together by lifting the fridge and inserting the hinge underneath and getting the screws in. So I got it all back together, and when I go to leave, I was like, okay, you're good. Just try to be easy on it. She's like, I don't know what happened. It was like that when I got home.
What?
So the fridge had broken itself while she was gone. Just the door.
It was
removed
ISIS.
itself. It was ISIS. She rode her bike in the wrong territory.
Not today, ISIS. Not
So,
today.
yeah. So how's your week going so far? I don't get to talk to you during the week much anymore.
Oh, I know. So the week is bland.
You lead an invigorating life.
Nothing's going on.
We have no energy on.
I sent my laptop out today. It's got to go back to California.
You clear off all the midget porn?
No, I couldn't clear off anything.
Man, are they going to get a surprise when they boot that
amputee
up?
midget porn is
Amputee?
there for them to see
Amputee because they're easier to toss?
because they're easier to toss.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
No, you're not.
Forgive me, Jesus.
No, so I sent the laptop out today. Yesterday, I went to the gym. Same old shit, different day. I live a very exciting life. I get up, I go to work, I come home, I go to the gym.
Right.
That's it. I don't hang out with anybody. I shamed a bunch of people online, the 400 or 500 friends, in quotes, that I have on
Right.
Facebook today for not liking the podcast or the Fit United.
Well, the funny thing was I shared that picture, and of all the memes I share, that'll get 20, 30 comments. And all
Well,
kinds
Aaron shared it, and I
Right.
like that.
I stole it from Aaron's
and
Instagram.
you stole it from Aaron, and then I stole it from you and Aaron. And I'm just
And
like,
I
fuck
got
it, I don't
no
care.
responses on that. So it was kind of comical to me.
I liked it.
You're talking about the 500 quote-unquote friends you have on Facebook.
I say quotes because I don't really talk to
Right.
I talk to you and maybe 10 other people.
They shouldn't call it friends. They should call it acquaintances. Like someone you met once.
I literally have a list called acquaintances, and I think that's where all 500 of those people are.
That might be part of your problem. What if you're only sharing it to people you have listed as friends, and that's like 3 people?
No, it's going out to everybody. Sometimes I'll share shit publicly,
Yeah.
and then it hits my Twitter account because my Twitter's tied to Facebook.
Gotcha.
So, but only for public posts.
Gotcha.
But that's it.
Tuesday evening.
Right.
Taco Tuesday.
Nothing. I got nothing.
Well, that segues into a chaps my cheeks.
We did nothing. So hit me with your chaps your cheeks.
Well, your whole Facebook friend thing. So I have a buddy named Garrett that you know that we've mentioned.
Oh, yeah, I did. I read through that thread, so get into this. This guy's a
So, but
great
the funny thing is,
human
this is
being.
like the 3rd time this has happened to me, and it's the only mutual friends that I know is Garrett, and some of my acquaintances have seen me maybe play at a show or met me at an event like a survival camp thing that I go just kind of hang out with my buddies that actually know more than me about survival.
right.
So they'll request me from something, and I see we have mutual friends, so I accept because, until you give me a reason to not have you look at stuff I'm doing, I'll let you. And this guy who, I guess, again, big air quotes, knows me. And again, this is the 3rd time it's happened with Garrett, so I blame him. He likes
his
to
fault.
be, it is, too many party pants.
Common factor.
And Garrett's the common denominator. So this guy likes to be an antagonist.
He's a fucking troll.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just call him what it is.
Well, and that's funny because I noticed on one of Garrett's posts today is that my wife was replying, and you know how it automatically tags a name?
Yeah.
Well, people were replying, his name popped up, but I couldn't click on it. He blocked me. so I went, hey, is this the guy you're talking to? And Beth said, yeah, and she sent me screenshots, and I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I was reading what she was saying, and Garrett made a post about heartburn.
Yeah.
And some people were like, hey,
I saw that today.
switch to natural spring water. You'd be surprised how many people that helps.
Switch to bourbon, you'll see how
Switch
many...
to bourbon, it will never burn.
That's right. Switch to bourbon, and you'll be fine.
Shout out to Wellers. But Beth sent me a screenshot with his replies, and literally she was talking with somebody else that's a friend of hers and mutual friends with Garrett, and she was like, yes, when I noticed when I switched to natural spring water instead of tap water, I had less heartburn. I don't know what caused it, And his thing was, he jumped in, I'm assuming because he saw her name and knows we're married, and he said, what about marijuana? And she was like, Beth not knowing who he is, was like, Yeah, I don't know. She said, I know some people that have had chronic illnesses and stuff have taken different hemp-based medicine or medical marijuana and really helps them, but I can't speak on it. And he kept pushing this, and when she sent me the screenshots of this, I was like, yeah, he's trolling you.
Yeah, he's an absolute
And Beth is
troll.
so innocent. She goes, what's that mean? So I got like a definition screenshot and sent it to her, and she was like,
Urban
oh,
Dictionary.
well, it's actually Wikipedia was the first one that popped up. And she was like, oh, so he's just, mess with me. I said, yeah. Just ignore him. I said he's got to be lonely or bored or something.
The guy's a douche. Like, I read through like
The
the
thing
whole
that-
like the whole thing between you and him.
Oh,
And
man.
the meme that Garrett posted and how this liberal fuck turns it into a whole political thing.
Well, and the thing is, he's super conservative. And then he said conservatives aren't Republicans. And then my question was like, okay, so today I learned conservatives don't vote Republican. And then his whole thing is like, wait, crap, I do vote Republican.
Right.
And I'm very, very public about that. So every time he'd say something, I'd just be like, that's kind of hypocritical. And then he would start calling me names.
Okay, Randall.
Yeah, and I let it go. Someone calls
Rambo.
me, my name is Randy on my birth certificate. I get called a plethora of names. I get called Randall, Randolph, fat guy, hey you.
Well, my favorites were when you went through and said, "My name's not Randall."
Right.
What do you mean your name's not Randall?
Yeah, and then he said he didn't believe me.
Whatever, your name's not Randall.
Yeah, so I kept pushing this guy. Now this, earlier in the morning on Sunday, he replied to something of mine, and I was just like, go away. Like, just stop. You're trying too hard, and you're not funny. And this guy always likes his posts and comments or does a heart and I always I'm like, dude, that's kind of a douchebag thing to do. And he messaged me a couple months back, and he's like, so what's your real beef with me? And I just replied like, look, I don't really know you, and all you do is troll on everything I post, everything Garrett posts. You just try to piss people off.
Yeah.
And I said, I get it, because I do the same. I mess with people all the time, but there's people I know.
But there's a difference between messing with people and trolling people.
Yeah. And I feel like people that truly just troll online are really, really insecure about something.
Right.
Like in themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I mess with people. I usually do it in person. I don't, because I just,
Right.
I don't.
You tell them to their face they're douchebags.
Right. I don't have the time to deal with the whole, like, dealing with the shit online and trying to convey a message online and blah, blah, and things get lost in translation. So I'm usually more like, yeah, hey, what's up, dick bag?
So, well,
But
here's what chaps my cheeks about it. The thing that on mine, I said, it's all fun and games when you can sit behind a keyboard and be judgmental.
keyboard warrior.
Exactly, and that's how I have this listed. And he replied, the last thing I ever want is somebody to think I'm seriously judging them. And then he deleted everything else in the convo, so it just left a bunch of my replies. So I just deleted it. I was like, whatever. I'm over it. Move on with life. Well, then later in the day, which is when the one you saw happen, it went on and on and on. And I just kept stoking the fire, if you will, because I'm sitting there going, okay, this guy is being asinine. He keeps backpedaling on his own comments, and then he resorts to name calling. And really, I would say what chaps my cheeks is when adults argue like kids. When you start saying in other words, I know you are, but what am I? Or when you start name calling, or you literally almost verbatim say, I'm rubber, you're glue.
Right. Well,
then I know I've got you.
And
then I'm going to have fun.
I saw the piece where you said the whole thing about why I don't like my own posts. Only a narcissist would like their own posts, or a troll would like their own posts.
Right.
He's like, I don't do that. And then you proceeded to post screenshots
I screenshot it.
of like 4 or 5 posts where he liked his own shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, and then his thing was,
I don't do
that's
that.
love, not like, because it was the heart instead of the thumb up.
you know what? It's all the same shit.
And then I post the definition of love. One of the definitions of love is literally an extreme like for something.
Right.
So it's like, so it's just that. And the next thing I know, I go to look back because Garrett commented on a different part of that post, and then there's all my replies, not his. I was like, he really went through and deleted every one again. Okay,
Yep.
so I went on with life. Next thing I know, people are having conversations, and I don't see their reply, and I'm like, wait a second. He got so mad, he took his ball and went home.
Yeah.
Like, if you cannot man up And I love people having opinions. It's really we have different opinions.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what helps conversation flow. That's what helps our show go.
Right.
There are things that you and I agree on a lot and things we don't. That's fine. We can talk about them like adults. When you get to the point where you resort to name calling and you pick up your ball and go home, I cannot respect your opinions. I cannot respect people who present opinions as fact, and when they get called out on it, say, now you're attacking me.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it's happened twice this week. 2 different people, this guy that blocked me, and then another one where one of my cousins and a different uncle, who we all 3 have different last names, this guy went, now you guys are attacking me. And we literally were like, no, we're asking you questions. Just because you state something and somebody questions it does not mean you're being attacked. And they were both these people were the conservatives that make fun of people who need safe zones and the snowflakes. And it's just so funny to me, the people that whine the most about how others react are the ones that overreact or take most offense to the dumb things.
They're the ones who are doing the overreacting.
Right. I'm sitting here, this guy doesn't know me. He says something. I say, no, that's wrong, and here's why. Here's factual evidence as to why you're wrong. Or, okay, I respect your opinion. Here's mine. And then they'll say, no, you're wrong. Which opinion technically can't be wrong.
Yeah, it's
you can look like an idiot.
So, I mean, like, Los Gauchos is better than habaneros.
But see, that's uneducated opinion because you haven't had habaneros.
Right.
I will say habaneros is better, which is uneducated because I haven't had Los Gauchos.
See?
So until we both have both, then we can form at least an educated opinion where you'll still be wrong if you believe that.
No.
Absolutely. It was so good today.
I will probably go out on a limb and go,
Dude,
it's going to be so hard.
when you walk into Habaneros for lunch and there are all these blue-collar workers in the high-vis vests and shirts, and every single one of them is Mexican there for their lunch, you know you're in the right spot.
That's what it is at Gauchos.
Dude, I walked in and they were like, fat white dude, let's go get our food now.
They're like, shit, he's going to order everything.
I only got 3 tacos. Calm down, Mexicans, mi compadres.
I like my pork on a spit.
It is on a spit.
With a pineapple on top.
And then it's on my taco and in my belly.
Get in my belly.
So good. You know what? I wouldn't even say that chaps my cheeks, come to think of it, because I'm sitting here laughing about it. I feel like I've...
No, it does, but you can turn around and look at it and laugh because it's ridiculous.
I never really got mad in the process, but it is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and it does chap your cheeks. But it not to the point where you get upset about it. It's
more of an annoyance. It's like how a
annoyance.
mosquito chaps my cheeks.
Right.
Like a mosquito bites me, I go away, and then I move on with life.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is the epitome of troll.
I literally 3 times, like in a row, posted that Pirates of the Caribbean shoe. Where
Yeah, the
like,
shoe. I see.
like, just go away. You're done. And it's funny because you're now the 3rd person that was like, bro, I saw that conversation.
Oh,
and,
I
chose
seeked
not
it
to
out.
get into it.
I went looking for it.
That's awesome.
I went looking for it. You told me about it on Sunday. I turned around Sunday night, went look. I'm like, I'm gonna go find this.
And usually,
pulled up Garrett's shit. And
I don't go that far. But when I'm really bored, and then you keep saying stupid things over and over, I don't have it in me to adult enough to not make you. Hate me. That's not my end goal, but my end goal is if you say something or you call me out, but I can prove I'm right, then I will stand up for what I believe. If you sit there and call me names, then I will start making fun of you because you're a grown man who teaches children. This guy's an educator.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not going to say... I really don't know the guy, so I don't want to think anything else other than the fact that I think it's funny and silly that somebody would push somebody they don't know that far and then get to the point where they feel they have to block them when they weren't being attacked. You read it. I never once attacked. I never once called him out, said anything about him, about his name or anything. Oh, I did call him Chrissy after the 4th time of telling him.
Yeah, after the... All right, Chrissy. After he calls you Rambo and
Rambo was my favorite because I'm like, how's that an insult?
That's not an insult.
It's like calling somebody Terminator or Batman. Like, oh, okay, Batman.
Okay, Superman. Douche. I've had similar situations, not to that extent, but I've had...
Well, until you get blocked by somebody on social media...
Oh, I've been blocked. that been blocked by multiple people. Just
That's
going
to be the
that I
Buckhorn
post.
challenge. See if you all can get somebody so mad they block you.
I win.
No, I mean for everybody listening.
Oh, okay.
Not us.
Oh, because I can get blocked like immediately. I've got several things on my phone right now that I could just post and get blocked immediately from other people. But
Are they political?
no,
That's the easiest one. Politics, religion, and sports,
it
man.
would just be why do you have to be an asshole today and I have to out asshole you and just plow on through. But I mean, I've run into situations where there were people that I'm friends with on Facebook that I don't particularly like. I'm only friends with them to be
Again, friends.
and they start their shit, or I'll post something like June 22nd. That's my birthday. Hey, everybody, send me gifts, money, whatever. But that is International No Panty Day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a couple years ago, I had posted that just a picture of a girl.
You want me to send you my panties
Yeah.
on June 22nd?
Yeah. So I had posted a picture of a girl holding a T-shirt
I'm
down
going to have
over
to
her
pay
butt.
freight for those.
You might.
All right, so T-shirt over the butt.
T-shirt over the butt. And one of a friend, in quotes, his brother saw it, and he's like, why is this shit on my timeline? Blah, 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 blah. I don't need to see this shit, blah, blah. And it was because a friend liked it, and
Got
so
it.
it showed up on his brother's timeline.
Yeah.
So he posted...
So you weren't even Facebook friends?
Oh, no.
Like,
no.
you guys had no relation?
We had no relation other than his brother saw it because he liked it.
Okay.
So there's no relation between the brother and I. And he's posting this on my time, on the picture.
Right, he replied to the picture.
He replied to the picture. I don't need to see this shit. You don't need to be posting this on my timeline. Blah. And I'm like, calm down. It's because, so-and-so liked it. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, fuck you, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, we're going to go. Oh, that's where this is going. Okay.
Got him.
Gotcha. Okay. You and Dave, blah, blah. He sends me a message, man, just ignore my brother. I'm like, Too late. And I hit send, and I'm like...
And you called him a doo-doo head.
And I'm like, yeah, so you, my man, you can fuck off and die.
Did he?
I don't know. I hope he got hit by an AIDS truck. Because he had a lot more to say before I said that.
Now, if you get hit by an AIDS truck, is it the impact that kills you or the long term?
Either way, it doesn't
Because
matter.
Magic Johnson's winning that battle.
He's the only one winning that battle.
We were told to be afraid of Magic Johnson. Like, you couldn't even look at his poster, you get AIDS.
Magic.
And that was like 30 years ago.
My ass got infected, coach.
You just come up with that off the top of your head?
No, that's from like middle school.
Oh, man, I never heard. I was about to give you major props. You should have lied.
Yeah, I came up with that just now.
Oh, my goodness, that was amazing.
Wasn't it? No, so like there was a lot more that he said, and I was just like, you can fuck off and die. And Doo-Doo Head he was just like, I can't believe you told my brother to do that. I'm like, you can do the same. Here's a bag of dicks, and I just sent him a picture of a bag of dick cookies.
They make those?
Oh, yeah.
How do they taste with salsa?
I don't know. They're graham cracker cookies, or they were sugar cookies.
I love sugar.
Either way, he's like, you don't mean that. I'm like, sayonara, unfriend. You're out.
I can't believe my brother was a jerk to you and then you retaliated.
Yeah, I can't believe that someone was an asshole to you and you said something nasty back to them after you took a bunch of shit from them and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck off. Done. It's the internet. I don't care.
Did you block him?
Block them? No, I didn't bother blocking them. I don't have to. I just unfriended.
Just let your personality do its thing.
I just unfriended Doo-Doo Head, and then like a couple years later, I saw him down at the fair, and he's like, "Hey, Martelle, I ain't seen you." I'm like, "Yo, fuckface."
Did you get the cookies I sent you?
Did you get the picture of the cookies I sent you? Because that offer still stands. Have a bag of dicks. Yeah. See ya.
Well, here's the thing, too. There's a very good chance that this gentleman and I could cross paths in real life because we live in the same town. We do have very we have a lot of similar acquaintances.
Can you call him Chrissy? You see him in
And
public?
I won't, because I'm not even mad about it. I'm not threatened at all.
But it would be fun.
I literally would shake this guy's hand and
He'd
say,
be like, "What up, Randall?"
bro,
He'd be like,
did
"Chrissy."
you really get so mad that you blocked me?
Yeah.
Like, this is middle school.
Yeah.
I've had people tick me off and I don't block them. I'll unfollow them. I'll
Oh,
ignore
I've
what they say,
I've
which is what I've
unfollowed-
done to him a lot. Did you unfollow me?
No, I went back there and unfollowed a bunch more people.
You're reverting back to your old ways.
I can't help it. Did you see the post today? For those that can't see my private shit, it said
I can see your
politics,
private shit
politics,
right now.
politics, NFL, politics, politics,
College
college
football.
politics,
Yes.
food pick, politics. Hashtag my timeline.
Yes, because I wanted to comment on it, but I was too busy eating habaneros.
Yeah. And then I got the response of, you can change the settings to what you see.
that.
My response was, Facebook doesn't have a politics filter.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, because I like that comment. Oh man, so many accepting right wingers and Christians are getting so angry right now.
I don't mind.
What are
the
they angry about?
politics
They
posts.
won. They got their idiot in office over the other idiot, and now they're mad.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't care who the
I know.
idiot
I'm
is
just
in
saying this to
office,
get you,
but,
you and other people fired up.
but it's if Trump sneezes, it's a conspiracy.
But if he farts,
If he farts,
it's Obama's fault.
It's Obama's fault.
No, if he farts, it's okay. If he sharts, it's Obama's fault.
I mean, it's
But either
everything.
way,
Every movie
Hillary's not in
makes
office.
is he. I mean, I get it. People don't like him. Fine and dandy. Granted, the guy may be somewhat of an well, I'm not going to say he's uneducated because he makes a shitload more money than I do. Prior to being president,
right?
he's not uneducated. He's not stupid.
No, I think he's brilliant.
He's
I think he's a crappy president, but a brilliant
He's
businessman.
brilliant.
He finds ways to stay relevant, is what he does.
He does. And
Once he had a show, it's like, yo, my ratings
well,
are
he
dropping.
lost the show because he became president.
Well, but it was like people, when that show first came out, everybody was, well, I wasn't, but a lot of people watched it. And
I
then,
watched it.
You know, after so many years, it's kind of like, you don't care if you miss an episode. If did I
Well,
say if
I
you
didn't
mitch
like
an
it.
episode?
I didn't like the show when they made it celebrity based.
Right. So it started
That's
going downhill,
when-
and then it was like, you know what? If I become president, I'm relevant again.
Right.
It's kind of how I feel.
So I will say there are things that he has done for the country that are good. There are things that he has done for the country that are bad.
So wait a
You
second.
can say the same thing for Obama and every
What
other
you're
president
saying
prior to
is
him.
he's just like every other politician.
Holy shit.
But half the people think he's better than the other half the people. And then when the other half's president's in, they think that president's better than this half.
Right.
Mind exploding right now.
It should be. It should be. All that
35 years
habanero
on
should
this-
be coming right out your ears.
Habaneros.
You can lick it up.
Taco Tuesday.
But it's just like constant shit on my timeline about who he's appointing to here, what he's doing over here, or what color his shit was over there, or if he's
Purple.
got a golden toilet seat, or
It was purple and it smelled like rainbow sherbet.
Fine. I'm
All
fine
right.
with that.
Yeah,
So,
here we are talking politics, and we always said we would never talk politics.
but I'm not talking politics.
We're talking about how dumb people are.
How people are talking politics, and I'm getting tired of seeing all the dumb shit on Facebook.
Listen, everybody, if you would just quit having opinions, Martelle and I would appreciate it.
Oh no, have an opinion.
Just don't let us know about it.
Just stop posting every little thing that ticks you off on Facebook. If it ticks you off that bad, don't post it on Facebook because all you're doing is feeding
That's
the
what they're
fuel
doing.
for your own fire.
But that's what it's what people do. They need to feel like they have something to
and
do.
that goes
or
for
like they're
anything.
important.
Right. But that goes for anything.
If they can get
That's
a
not just
reaction out of
politics.
somebody, whether it's a, oh my gosh, you look so pretty, or oh my gosh, I love the way your hair is, or oh my gosh, you're a freaking idiot, they're getting attention. You know what I'm saying?
I
Everybody's
get it.
yearning for attention.
I get it. It's like in my hometown right now, there's a whole thing going on about
AIDS in the trucks that carry them.
no. Close though. So there's an uproar around a T-shirt and a coaster. Now the coaster, I don't know what the coaster says, but
T-shirt and a coaster.
a T-shirt and a coaster.
That's almost the same as a truck full of AIDS.
right. So there is an arts festival that's held every year for over Memorial Day weekend. That's what we just had, right? Memorial Day?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend. So there's an arts festival that's held over Memorial Day weekend. And it's a pretty good festival. I'm not going to lie. I mean, they have live bands every hour on the hour throughout this 2-day festival. I mean, it's a pretty cool little thing that goes on in Toronto. Someone made shirts that said Toronto, Ohio AF. We all know what AF means. As fuck. Cool.
I thought it meant Abercrombie and Fitch.
Well, it could.
Toronto, Ohio, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Maybe they're Abercrombie
They're
and Fitch
back.
shirts. So, someone is up in an uproar about these shirts. His
Why?
name is Eric Meeks. The guy is a fat douche.
Okay, easy on the fat.
No, the guy is a school official.
What is it with these?
I know, right? Hold on. It gets better than that. It gets so much better than that because he filed a complaint with the Toronto Police Department. Now I'm going like way out because I only know what I saw that was reported by the local news and what I've seen on Facebook. So I can only go with that. So he reported this, that his daughter saw a coaster that had a 4-letter expletive on the coaster. Now, I don't know how true that is.
Does his daughter have Facebook?
And his daughter was like, she could read it, so she was upset.
How old is she?
I
We're
don't
talking
know.
middle school, high school?
Probably middle school.
Okay, BS.
BS.
Because by middle school these days, they've already seen porn, they're already cussing, they've heard the jokes.
My daughter's heard both of them at 5
How old's
and
your
10.
oldest?
10. And she
So,
has heard
what's that,
stuff
fifth
come out of
grade?
my mouth. She's 5th grade. She's heard stuff come out of my mouth that I didn't hear stuff come out of my parents'
Yeah,
mouth.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Yeah,
this is
well, that's
not a
not gonna fix
podcast.
anything.
This is an intervention.
It's not going to fix anything.
Really worried about you.
Well, too bad.
Your language is offensive, and I'm going to block you in real life.
Eat shit, Randy. So either way.
On Taco Tuesday.
Right.
All right, so anyway.
So
His daughter read a coaster, and she cried.
She cried. So, and everybody's wearing these shirts that say
Toronto.
Toronto, Ohio AF
Okay.
on them, and we all know what AF is. So they are referring to AF as a derogatory term, not as, oh yeah, hey, I'm Toronto as fuck.
I was going to say, that means you're like rooting
That
on
means
you're
I'm
proud.
rooting for. You're proud of
Right.
it. It's not a derogatory term. It means you're in it. You're in it to win it. You're for it.
Which is really weird to be
It
happening in
gets-
Toronto, Ohio.
It gets better. There was a camera on the booth there was a camera on the booth that was selling those shirts and coasters.
Nice.
He never even walked by it. They watched 72 hours of video footage, and he never walked by it. And he filed a police report.
What'd the police report say? What are they going to do?
Well, first off,
AF is not a derogatory term.
it's not the AF, it's the coaster, and he
The
just
coaster actually says it.
incorporated the AF into it. So I think the coaster may say Toronto as fuck on it, but who cares? Either way,
That doesn't even make sense, first off.
eat shit, Meeks.
Here's my
I
thing.
hated this guy in high school. Like he was the assistant football coach when I was in high school. The guy is a rat.
I thought it was a fat douche. Which is it?
Well, when I was in high school, he wasn't a fat douche. He was a rat.
Okay.
He looked like a rat.
Like a literal rat? Like Splinter where he
Have you ever
raises turtles
seen? Have
and
you ever
teaches
seen the
them
Harry
karate?
Potter? Any of the Harry Potter movies?
No, because I'm a man.
Eat me!
I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to pass.
Damn it! I was looking forward to something after the podcast.
I'm all full on tacos.
I got a
otherwise.
spoon and some jelly too. Shit. There's a character that can turn into a rat, and the character actually kind of looks rat-ish. He's
Okay.
got kind of a pointy nose and some buck teeth and pointy ears. He looks kind of rat-ish. He looks like a rat.
Okay. What's his
And-
name? I'm going to Google him. You keep talking.
His name's Eric Meeks. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. It's not defamation. The guy, I'm just calling it as it is. But he's the one who filed the report. The police chief, or the captain, I
Okay.
can't remember which one he is now, he called out, what do you want us to do about it? There's nothing we can do about this. So, they're doing nothing about it. It's amazing.
but
Toronto
that's
is
exactly
doing
what the
nothing
police
about it.
should do.
Right.
Nothing.
Police departments have better things to do. Oh, by the way, you wasted their fucking money, their time, and their resources. I'm done.
You just got real aggressive.
I hate it when people do shit and they waste Leo's time and resources. All he did was waste time and resources. He was never by the booth. Whether he saw a coaster out in the public or not, that could have came in from someplace else. Say that booth was never there, that someone brought that coaster in, left it on the table.
Right. Nobody says anything.
Nobody says anything. But someone's selling coasters, so the only thing the committee is going to do for the art show is they said they would take things that may have vulgarity and put them above child's eyes. So if you're
that's
yay
kind of
high, put them.
That's kind of the police saying, "Look, this way we can say we did something."
Well, that's not even the
up.
police. That's just the art committee
volunteering
to say, "We'll move this up." You can check out WTOV9. That's out of Steubenville. If you want to try to find this video, I'm not going to bother linking to the article or anything in the show
Here's the
notes.
thing too, Pumpkin Show's coming up, right? So Circleville is about to get a mass influx of people of all walks of life. In Pumpkin Show, I've seen everything from the most I've seen Mennonites / Amish people there. I've seen girls that are way too young wearing clothes that are way too small. I've seen big old fat hillbillies wearing rebel flag signs. Since I live in Circleville, I actually saw that.
Super offended right now.
Sunday, going home, there was a guy walking with his two I'm assuming younger sons.
Sex slaves.
His whole shirt is, potato tomato.
Right.
But his whole shirt was just a rebel flag. And I'm sitting there just going, man, some people just, it's whether you agree with something or not, speak your mind. You've got a right to wear it. You've got a right to do it. You've got a right to make your coasters. Say what you want.
Oh, he had a right to say whatever he wanted, but he did not have a right to call the cops and waste their time.
And that's my thing. Here comes Pumpkin Show, and there's going to be so much. There's always stuff that has like pot leaves all over it, rebel flags. The South will rise again. Which the amount of inbredativity that it takes to even mutter that with any sense of belief and in any other way than jesting or making fun of it is absurd. But I don't go around telling people that. I don't care, because you know what? If they want to print, as long as it's not hurting anybody, F off.
Right.
AF off.
AF.
And by F I mean Fitch. Fitch off.
Right. Well, the funny part was,
love you, Mom.
Is one of the people that is posting all the political stuff that's kind of driving me batshit crazy. They're the ones who have been also posting about the art show stuff that's been going on.
Okay.
They posted a picture of the back of someone's truck that said USAF, United States Air Force.
My grandpa was in 21 years.
Right. They were like, well, now the U.S. is in on it. We got to ban this now, too.
Shut up.
They're joking.
Okay.
But they're calling it out as...
Okay. I thought you meant they were serious.
No. They're calling it out as, you're going to, we're taking it too far now. You guys are calm down. But, United States as
USAF.
United States as
America.
America. So...
That's the other thing I love. The guys that wear
funny.
the rebel flag shirts and hats and have the stickers on their truck are the ones that are constantly touting America, and they don't understand that the South wanted to secede.
They can't speak, so they're not saying America. They're saying America.
Precisely.
Yes, and they don't realize that
I
South
have a hard time
secede.
saying America because I only have a little bit of inbred DNA in me. My family, we're from Kentucky originally.
America.
But my wife's from West Virginia, so we're better. But it's just, people are going to do and say things because they want attention. In the end, that's what it is. Everybody wants to belong. People that join gangs, I'm going to do a lot of research. There's a gentleman I found who dressed up and joined the Ku Klux Klan, or put on the robe and the hood and got to talk with Klansmen, and they got to where they really liked him. And then he literally did a Clayton Bigsby act where he pulled it off, and he was a black dude, and he literally had these people go, holy hell, you are actually really cool and you're black. And he's like, yeah, I know, right?
That's so cool.
and then he shared his KFC fried chicken with everybody, and they all had a good time.
Man, that was racist.
No, it's okay. I have a black friend.
This is named DJ.
Both of my black friends are named DJ. Is that weird? I mean, I have more, but they're the coolest ones. I think only the cool ones are named DJ. No, but for real, so I really want to do research before I bring this to an episode, but I really want to look into how this guy is changing the helping educate people.
Yeah.
Basically, that's all it is. It's a bunch of people that are uneducated because of the way they were brought up, or something happened to where they dislike somebody for something, and everybody wants to belong.
But I
So
dislike everybody for everything.
Me too, and that's why, see, we belong together.
Right.
I want to hold your hand all night long.
I got spoon and jelly downstairs.
Tacos.
Damn it.
Still full on tacos.
Damn.
If it was working Sunday, I'd been all for it.
Shit.
Missed your
Well, we had
chance.
tacos on Sunday.
We did. Taco Bell
Taco
tacos.
Bell. And some jalapeno poppers.
Martelle says, hey, I made jalapeno poppers. I'm like, cool, you want me to get a couple tacos? Yeah. So I got us each a
How many
couple
tacos you want? 2. 30 it is.
Yeah, I said 30. We're doing that challenge.
God, I thought we were
But
doing it on Sunday. I'm glad
you were
that
gearing
we
up for
didn't.
it. Yeah, I was like, I love jalapenos. Him and I both ate a jalapeno popper, and it was the hottest.
Died.
I've not had jalapenos that hot ever. Like, they don't usually affect me.
Well, what's funny, so I took some of those to work today. I'm done with this other shit.
Yeah, we're moving on.
So I took some of those to
We
work
blocked
today.
that conversation.
Yeah, I blocked that on
So you took them to work.
I took them to work, and I took 6 of them. And I'm like, all right, I know one of the guys at the office likes hot stuff. I know one of the guys at the office likes hot stuff but can't eat hot stuff, so I'm going to give him one anyway. And then I'll have the other 3 for myself. So I go heat them up, and I'm like, hey, Pete, here's 2 of these for you, bud. Hey, Andy, here's one little tiny one for you. And Pete eats one. He's like, he goes, you left the seeds in these. I'm like, no, I completely scraped them out. And he's like, no. He goes, next time. He goes, you take the seeds, you mix it in with the cream cheese. He goes, and then I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? I'm like, there ain't no way. I said, do you know how hot these are already? He's like, yeah, I know. He goes, but can you imagine how hot they'd be if you left the seeds in?
I want to have a heart attack.
I'm like, I can't breathe as it is right now anyway. I look over at Andy. Andy's face is red, and he's like, I'm like, what's wrong, Andy? He's like, this so hot is burning my tongue. I'm like, oh, poor Andy. Don't drink water.
No.
He's
Do not
lifting
drink
a
water.
gigantic glass of water to his mouth.
No.
He's like, whoa. I'm like, you need milk, bro. He's like, oh. I just drink the water. You'll be fine.
It's just a jalapeno.
No big deal. The oil won't do anything but coat your throat.
Yeah, it's fine. We got to do the hot sauce challenge on the air.
No, we don't.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
First We Feast YouTube channel if you haven't seen it.
I've seen it. And so here's my deal. I
I've done
like
it.
spicy food. But I don't like my spicy food so spicy that I can't taste what I'm eating.
Right, you want good heat, like
I want
ketchup.
No. I want my spicy food to have flavor to it, not to the point where it's going to make my nose water, make my eyes water, and then make my butthole water.
Make your butt, yep, exactly, the beehole. Blowing out O-rings.
Like, I want it to have flavor. Like,
Yeah.
those jalapeno hoppers are a little too hot. Like, I was not expecting those things to be so damn spicy.
Oh, me either. And it was bacon wrapped. You lured me in with
and
the
they're
bacon.
bacon wrapped. And
You
I was
knew
like,
I'd eat it.
Holy shit, they are so damn... Well, the first one I had wasn't hot at all. That was
Taco
weak.
Tuesday. I
Weak.
was trying to keep it back as you were talking.
Like, the first one I had wasn't hot. That second one, though,
Yeah.
it got me.
They had some bite to them.
They had more than a little bite. They kicked me right in the tonsils.
Right square in the tonsils.
Yeah. But the salsa's good, but it's not spicy enough. There's no spice to it, and it's got 2 of those jalapenos in it.
Nah, the salsa wasn't hot at all.
No, that's the thing.
I used the
got-
salsa to try and calm down the jalapeno popper.
That doesn't work, though.
No, but it tasted good, so
It
I just
tasted
kept
good.
eating it.
But the salsa that I made has 2 jalapenos in it and a poblano. And poblanos are kind of...
Paul Blano, the mall cop.
Yeah.
How do you get 2 of him in there? He's
Well,
a
I
large
dice
individual.
him up into little itty-bitty pieces.
Okay, Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. That's
So,
what I do.
I wanted to ask you. You sent me a picture. You finally tried Jefferson's Ocean.
Oh, I did.
How was it? Was it
It was
everything
good.
I hyped it up to be? You
So
can say
you're
no
going to be disappointed.
because you like Blanton's better.
No, it has nothing to do with that. So I did, and I took my time with it.
How did you drink it? Neat on the
I drank it
rocks?
straight,
Okay.
neat, no ice, no water. So I didn't do anything with it. So it was really good. It had a nice vanilla caramel taste to it. Not a hint of sea salt whatsoever in this particular batch.
Yep. You must have got a voyage from the Gulf of Mexico or something.
Or maybe from one of the Lake
Trump
Erie.
didn't let any of this sea salt get across the border. Do you know what voyage it was?
I do not.
Okay.
But it was really good. I liked it.
You were just expecting the sea salt.
I was expecting more of a heavier sea salt taste. Like, I even swished it around. I chewed it. I was sitting there going, nom, 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 like, gnawing on it. Because that's actually how you're supposed to taste whiskey. You're supposed to chew it.
Chew it, right.
And I did not catch any of that in the background. So I was a little disappointed in that. So I'll have to get a bottle myself.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to try different voyages and see.
try-
Maybe we can do a compare and contrast between 2 or 3, like save them
Yeah.
up and...
So I can try to figure out how to look at the image I sent you to see if the voyage is marked on the bottle. But it's hard to see because my brother-in-law seemed to have drank a lot of that. He likes
So
it.
apparently he's a fan too.
He's a fan of that one.
A richer fan than I am.
So he's a surgeon.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Well, for Christmas,
So
I want...
he's got a bottle. Like I walked. So he's big into cognac.
Okay.
His family, they're all Macedonian. They're big into cognac, and he's getting into bourbons.
Okay. You're educating him.
I am not. So I don't know where he started getting into bourbons from. Like I started like 3 years ago, but he's always drank cognacs, and his family,
Right, that's what they drink.
That's their thing. They drink cognacs. But he started getting into bourbons.
My family just drinks maple syrup.
Well,
Neat. No water, no ice.
right.
It's the best
chugging
way.
it straight out of the
Room
log
temp.
cabin.
Well, the log
Container.
cabin or Aunt Jemima. I mean, it depends. There's different voyages of maple
Well,
syrup from Canada.
Yeah,
Comes
log
across
cabin's
the
usually
lake.
easier though than.
Well, yeah, because
Aunt
you can
Jemima.
you can get a hand on each side of the cabin, tip it back.
Right.
But really, anything out of a bottle is better than canned syrup.
But he did say he liked Blanton's.
Yeah. Blanton's
So
is a
and he
good
had a
one.
bottle of Blanton sitting over there.
So you stole it.
No. But
What?
I just thought about something. I just someone who's going to Tokyo, and they have a special bottle of Blanton's in Tokyo.
A special Blanton's in Tokyo?
Yeah, it's called.
Do they
Blanton's.
drift it around to mix it?
It's called Blanton's Black.
That's racist.
No. I'm going to ask her if she can give me a bottle.
Do it.
I'm going to.
That would be incredible.
It would be. Oh, that'd be so.
I mean, if she can, we'll just drive over there. Maybe we'll do an episode there some Sunday.
Yeah, we'll just go. Well, whatever. Hop, skip, the jump to Tokyo. No big deal.
We'll take the S5. It's fast.
Yeah. It can skip across the pond.
If you go fast enough
Yeah.
for a long,
It'll be
long
like
period
that
of time.
that shot from Cannonball Run where the Countach skips the pond.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, no big deal.
Or we can caulk the wagon and fjord the river. I've still been playing Oregon Trail.
You know what?
I
You
sank
don't
my
know
wagon.
it, but I have mystical powers like Moses, and I'll just part the sea. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but if you part the entire ocean, we got to drive through like the Los Mariachis Trench thing, and then there's going to be like all those weird deep sea fishes that have
Los
lights.
Mariachis Trench.
Taco Tuesday.
That is, that's not between us and the UK.
No, it's between Mexico and the UK because it's Spanish. So it's between Mexico and Cuba, and then you hang a left and head to Spain.
Well-
hang a right once you get there. To do that route, you go across the Los Mariachis Trench. I guarantee it.
Well, we're going to be
Don't at
coming
me.
from New York to the UK and then drive across
Why New York? I don't
want
to go to New York again. I did it once.
I don't care.
I've been to New York. I've been to Chicago.
I'm
Meh.
not going to California to Tokyo.
Let's go to Boston. Let's go to Maine. I want to go to Maine.
everything's wicked there.
In Maine?
In Boston and Maine.
In Boston?
And in New Hampshire. Don't you know?
I've never been to any of those places. What's the quickest route to drive to Japan? Is it up and over?
Yeah, well, we got to take the land bridge.
Oh. Well, let's go.
No. So I talked about getting my my swag.
Yes.
I got my swag.
I got mad props on my Instagram.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You
got your swag from Virgil Kane.
I got my swag
Virgin
from
Cane?
Virgil Kane.
Virgil Kane.
So thank you, Virgil Kane, for my hat and my
Big shout
stickers. And I also got my rocks glass from Two Bitch.
They're the ones that gave me, they liked 12 of my pictures, and then
Yeah.
they've been liking actively the new posts I've posted.
On Chieftain
Instagram.
Forge?
Yeah, Chieftain Forge.
Yeah.
And then I've been going and...
It's because I hit you up on my
saw that.
Instagram.
Yeah, you tagged me, and then they were like, hey, who's
And they're
this
like,
guy?
hey, oh, this is the guy that I'm kind of hoping they'll hire me to be like their hype man.
So you just wear a green hat and carry a goblet around and stand behind him on stage and point at people?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Like
DJ Khaled.
They're Snoop
I
Dogg.
just stand there, and then I
yell
say
your
my
own name.
yell my name.
You're behind all the Two Bitch reps going, Martelle!
I'll be like, Martelle!
Martelle!
And I point to the sky,
You got to point at people sometime, too.
and then I point at some people.
It's just a lot of pointing.
And then I hit my chest, and I point at some more people.
Did
and I'm
that
like,
hurt?
Two Bitch! Two Bitch!
Did that hurt? Because you hit yourself
Yeah, that hurt really.
really
I was just
aggressively for the
kinda,
sake of getting it on the mic.
like self CPR.
I hope everybody appreciates the sacrifices we go through.
God, if I had a knife, I'd be dead.
Well, yes, if you have a knife and stab yourself in the chest,
I would've
it would be
hold a-
detrimental to your health.
If I
You
would
are
have
correct.
held a pen, I'd be dead.
Got a pen.
I got like a pencil and a pen sitting over here.
I got a knife.
There's like 800 around this house somewhere.
Yeah, but do any of them make this cool sound?
Yeah, actually, the one in the S5 does.
Whatever.
I keep it for tactical reasons.
Tactical purposes. Just in case you ever have to go ninja on somebody.
Listen to that again. Tactical.
Oh,
reasons.
with the COOL.
Yeah,
Because it makes you awesome.
that's right.
What was that, Diesel?
I think Diesel's frustrated with us.
Well, Diesel can wear my Ford hat.
But, yeah, so I got my stuff. I'm kind of hoping that Two Bitch will hire me to be their little hype man. Post their pictures. Send me out to tastings and things like that out west. And I was like, this is the pack leader reserve, and it's this, and this, and this is the bite, and this is this, and this is the Eureka. Have a little
So
sample.
you hope that because
And they'll pay me lots of
yourself
money for it.
from small town Ohio talked about them on a podcast that 7 people
Not
listen
just
to.
talk about them on a podcast. I constantly post their shit on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm pushing them like, hey,
So you want them to not only fly you to cool places,
buy their stuff.
let you drink their stuff for free, you want them to pay you to do this.
Yeah.
Well, you got my vote.
Hell yeah, see? Whistle Pig does it for a guy named Nate.
You're way cooler than Nate.
Whiskey Nate, and Whiskey Nate is a badass.
I don't even like Whiskey Nate compared to you, though.
You should, though.
Well, I don't know him, but he's probably cooler
I don't
than
know him
you.
either. But Whiskey Nate's pretty cool in my book.
See, here's my problem. I feel like
He
I
takes
am.
pictures.
I've always been told that I'm good at two things. Well, besides eating and sleeping, I'm good at talking, and I do it way too much. And I'm good at connecting with people. I've been good at marketing and sales.
I'm not
My
good at
problem is in today's world, to be Whiskey Nate, you have to look decent, and I don't have that going for me.
that. You could, though.
I could be Whiskey Nate on the radio.
You had that going for you.
Yeah, on Fat Guys in the Woods.
No.
Even when I was...
When you were running and dropping all the weightage.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
still didn't
here to
look
body
good.
shame you.
Well, I feel very offended right now.
That's too bad. Let's get into one other thing, because I just thought about something.
What? Now that I'm feeling insecure about
so
my
when
girth.
you were in high school, because I have a question.
Yes,
for
I
you.
was fat in high school, too.
No, not that. Dick breath. When you were in high school.
My name is not Randall. All right.
When you were in high school and you went to see your guidance counselor, what did they tell you your senior year, like, that you should do, like, after school, like, hey, yeah, you should apply to college, or maybe you should think about going to
like what
vocational
career they
school,
kind of would.
Yeah.
They'd say like, I see what you're doing, and I have seen you interact with others for 4 years. I was told I should go drive an AIDS truck
and hit people with it.
and hit people with it. Honestly, I don't remember because I think I skipped that appointment. I think the advice that I always got from teachers and everybody was to just try something
Okay.
and not go to jail.
Okay.
I think those were like the two main things my teachers. I was always clowning. I didn't take anything seriously. I don't know if that's surprising to you or not.
No.
But I always had friends. I was always I don't know. I like my idol, not my idol. I don't know. Somebody, the fat funny guy, man. You look at Chris Farley and he makes everybody laugh. Everybody loves him. Well, when you grow up fat, you got two options. You either hole up in your bedroom or you make people laugh. And when you make people laugh, it makes you feel good, regardless of who you are. Everybody likes laughing. Everybody likes making other people laugh. And when I grew up in Columbus, I got picked on a lot. And I would get in fights, or I would just say something really sarcastic and make everybody laugh. So I'm trying to remember if I don't even remember our guidance counselor. I don't know. I mean, I think my teachers were just like, yeah, good luck. But they expected me to work at the BP in Circleville the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Shit, joke's on them. I work at BP in Columbus.
That's right.
Baller!
Boom.
Making it rain above minimum wage.
Mic drop.
So what did they tell you to do from Toronto, Ohio? Become a Whiskey Nate?
Nope. Why are you even bothering? You're not going to amount to anything.
They weren't wrong. Those guys are brilliant.
They nailed it. Nailed it.
You are sitting in your room with a 35-year-old fat bearded guy talking to the internet.
Right? Right? In your face, Joe Plessage. Eat shit from the grave.
Oh, he's dead?
Yep.
Yeah, I can still laugh at it.
Yeah, I can too. That guy was a horrible human.
He literally told you why even try?
Yeah. His response was, you have a 1.5 grade point average, and you're going to apply to college? Why even bother? Why even try?
You should have looked at him right then and said, because I'm afraid I'll end up being a guidance counselor if I don't.
Nope, I looked at it. No, I couldn't even be a guidance counselor.
No, but it's still funny.
My response was, I'll show you, old man.
And then you stabbed him.
Nope, I actually...
Rip in pieces. That's why he's in the grave. Plot twist.
Actually, the job that I have today, I make more money than he does. Or
well,
would have.
yeah, because he's buried.
Well, would have if he was still alive or someone in his position. Oh, and I get to talk to people on the internet all day, all my lovely followers. I love you people. You guys are the best.
Suck it, Joe Pelogri, or whatever your name is.
Plessage.
Yeah. Plethridge, whatever.
Actually, I think my ex-girlfriend from high school is dating his grandson.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Me either.
I tried to think of something witty to say, and I got, like, my mind literally, everything I was thinking to say next just went away.
Ready? Suck it, Joe Plessage. Eat dirt.
Eat dirt. That's all he gets? You've told me to eat a lot more than you told this guy that was a real jerk to you.
Hey, I got a bag of dicks.
What flavor?
Sugar cookie.
In. Still got that jelly? Let's go. Or salsa, I'll take either. Ugh.
You know, I was going to try to do a clean episode today, and I completely threw that out the window.
Why even try? You have a 1.5 on the clean episode scale.
I know.
You know, I think I told in one of the past episodes about my GPA.
Yeah.
I only had like a 1.4 my senior year. The first 3 years was like 3-something.
I had like a 1.5 all 4 years.
Well,
I did not apply myself.
Yeah, but look at Forrest Gump, and he did some really cool things.
But he just ran and ran, and then I just got tired of running.
The whole thing, the whole movie, Forrest Gump, is just literally him doing whatever people tell him to.
Right. Oh.
You can't do that.
I can't. We got a YouTube review.
We did. I saw that.
Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it. Check out all of the reviews.
Subscribe.
It's better than anybody else that's listening to this podcast other than Mo and Greg.
Gurgles. Oh, congrats, Greg. He
'Cause
went
they
into
left us reviews and no one else has.
So Greg went last week and did. I just dropped a remote.
Shame on everyone else.
He did a competition against a buddy of ours that bought. He worked at a tire company. Okay,
Was he doing like NASCAR tire removal stuff?
not at all. But he gave me right after I got my new tires and gave me the hookup. He bounced from that place and just decided I'm buying this established barbecue food truck called Smokeout Barbecue and Grill,
Okay.
and I'm chasing my dreams.
Okay.
I'm going to run a food truck. He's married, kids. As far as I know, I think he has 2 kids.
Okay.
He said, "Screw it. Screw the comfy job that I know is, will bring me income. I'm going to go do what I love." He's been killing it. So he went and entered this competition.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And Greg, our friend Gurgles, that has left us comments and tons of support, also entered the competition. So Derek shows up with, I think he said, a $2,500 smoker and all this like prep food. Gurgles has what they call the R2D2 $100 smoker.
I have one out back.
Bought 99-cent rub or something and put some cheap Kroger brand sauces on it. Well, Derek blew away the competition. Hands down, took first place. Nobody touched him. Everybody go look up Smokeout Barbecue. He goes to a lot of businesses all through the week. He's on Facebook and all that. And then Greg and R2D2 took second place. And Derek got so mad, even though he dominated. Everybody's like, hands down, this is the best. Now let's go sort through everybody else.
Yeah.
He literally looked at his buddy and was like, what the hell? Like, you just cooked cheap meat with cheap sauces in a trash can.
Hey, whatever. So if Greg is doing that with a food truck,
Derek's got the food
Derek's
truck.
got the so
Right.
if Derek's doing that with a food truck, and he's not listening to this, or if he is listening to this, he needs to get his ass down to Double Edge Brewery whenever they're doing their
Where's
food
that
truck
at?
night. It's in Lancaster.
Lancaster?
Lancaster.
Right, Lancaster.
Yeah, so I said Lancaster.
Right,
Right.
Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster.
Yeah, Derek. Somebody was asking. I guess he's about every day of the week he's hitting up different businesses and doing the weekend the food truck stuff. So I don't know what he's doing, but
Well, they do food trucks down at the brewery, which is down in Lancaster. Double Edge Brewing in Lancaster, Ohio.
Double Edge.
Double Edge Brewing.
Oh, that's right over. That's close to us, just in Lancaster.
Yeah, in Lancaster.
Right. That's what I said.
Yeah. That's what I know. That's what I said.
So Derek, get your giant meat.
Get
down
in
to Lancaster.
contact with the manager at Double Edge Brewing in Lancaster
Right.
so that you can get your food
Tell
truck
them
down
that
there.
you heard us talk about it. Martelle and Randy on the Buckhorn podcast, recorded in Lancaster, to come
Carroll.
on down. Oh yeah, we're a Carroll address. Dang it! Carroll. It's Carroll.
Carol. Either way,
But
it
yeah,
ain't
so
going to make a difference because
shout
no one
out-
knows who we are.
No.
So just get your
We should just
get your
tag all
patootie-
these people in this.
Get your patootie down to Double Edge.
Look at you trying to be clean.
Patootie.
My favorite meme I saw this week.
We should do a meme of the week.
Okay, well, here's the meme of the week. If white people can't use the N-word, then black people aren't allowed to say, whoopsie daisy. And that is hands down my favorite meme of the week. I've seen it 3 or 4 times and laughed every time.
I was trying to think. Someone said something. The word cracker came up. And I work with a black girl, and she's like, does anybody want my crackers? And I'm like, hey, I prefer American saltine. And she just looked at me. I'm like, oh, are we going to HR?
Caucasian squares.
So, I think that's everything.
Did
I
we
hit
cover
all the
everything?
points. I think so.
We're literally...
Oh. Well, we got a couple minutes.
I'll just do it. Who cares, man?
Yeah,
we're on the fly. It's Tuesday
We're on the
night.
fly.
We're going
It's Tuesday.
to not edit this. Just throw it up.
It's going to go up anyway. So Friday.
This Friday.
This past Friday.
Oh, okay.
This
Past Friday.
It rained
Yes, it did.
a lot.
That's a fact. Are we just
It-
stating
it-
facts now?
I'm
The
stating
sky
facts right
is
now.
blue.
So the sky is blue. It rained a lot. Lexi, my daughter, my oldest, she's a cheerleader. Cheerleading's a sport. Eat shit. Don't
No,
care
it's
what you
not.
say. So this is one of those things we differ on opinion.
But your opinion's wrong in that aspect.
It's not. That's where your opinion's
I'm going
wrong.
to write this down because we're going to revisit this when we have more time.
Okay. Cheering's a sport.
I'm writing it down. Cheering is not a sport. Go ahead.
So she was supposed to cheer with the high school girls on Friday.
Oh, okay. So like a
So
younger
it's a high school
cheerleaders
game.
get the cool thing to join the high
so
schoolers.
we're going to jump all the way ahead to me pulling out of the parking lot.
Into the game.
No, not into the game.
Oh.
Leaving the game. And I'm backing out of a spot, and some dickwad decides they're going to come through the parking lot around me as I'm backing out. I almost hit them. Now, I've got Harley and Lexi in the back of the car, and Liz is walking towards the car. How would you handle that situation? Would you have hit the person?
Were they walking or driving?
They're driving.
I would have.
Would you have hit them with the kids in the car? Or would you have stopped, rolled down the window, and yelled, "Hey, fuck wagon, what do you think you're doing?" To which the person replied, getting out of the passenger seat, "Aw, do you feel better?"
I would have just hit them because I drive an AIDS truck. So long term, I win unless they're Magic Johnson.
Okay.
But I'm guessing you took option B.
I did not hit them because the kids were in the car.
So instead, you cussed them out.
Instead, I cussed them out.
Great example.
I called them a dick wagon, to which the woman responded as she got out of the car was,
the passenger.
"Aw," yeah, she got out of the back seat. "Aw, do you feel better?" To which I responded as Liz was getting out of the car, into the car, is, "I will fucking stab you." To which Liz quickly closed the car and yelled, "Go."
So you didn't stab her.
I didn't get the opportunity.
But see, you were driving, so you didn't take the opportunity.
I
See,
did
folks,
not
this is
take
really
the
a moral
opportunity.
lesson about taking opportunity
Right.
when it presents itself. If you miss 100% of the shots, you don't take, Martell.
Right. Well,
And
the best part
when
was,
opportunity
like,
knocks, you
hold on,
got to
hold on,
open
hold
that
on.
door
Shut up.
and shank somebody.
The best part was Harley yells from the back seat.
Harley's your youngest.
Harley's
She
my
is
youngest.
5.
She's 5.
Okay.
She yells, "Yeah, go get him."
I love Harley. Oh, that's like Garrett's daughter. It's the second kid.
Right. It's second kid syndrome.
That sounds like
She's
Garrett's
like-
daughter Clemmy would say that. She
goes-
probably would have pulled a knife out like, I got
goes,
you.
"Yeah, go get him." I was like, we also have an issue with anytime she sees anybody riding bicycles.
Oh, no.
"Get off the street, biker!"
You got to teach her just to yell nothing but party pants. Party pants!
Well, I'm trying to teach her the difference between someone casually riding.
She's just walking around at school when some kid rides up on a bike and she throws a can of pop at their head.
Right.
And that's why they wear helmets.
Well, I'm trying to teach the difference between somebody riding in party pants and spandex as opposed to someone riding in a pair of shorts and a T-shirt.
Right.
Because we were in Lithopolis.
Oh, no.
And there was just a couple riding down the street. It's just windows down. "Get off the street, biker!" And I'm like, "Harley, you can't do that."
But it's kind of funny when it...
I'm like, you can't do that,
Especially
sweetie."
Harley.
I
She is
said,
a tiny little blonde
she
girl.
is- yeah,
And
she's-
I could just see her like angry facing.
"Oh, she is a gorilla in a cage."
That's awesome.
I'm like, they
I'm
are
gonna give her her
casually
own
riding
knife.
their bikes through Lithopolis. They are not
Which is like a small,
people-
dinky town with one stoplight.
right. I'm like, they're not holding up traffic like they do on our street. It's
Right.
fine. We got to differentiate between who we want to yell at. Don't be like your father. But I want to be like you, Daddy.
You need to lead by example.
I don't do as I say.
Say as I do.
Don't do as I do. Do as I say.
I think you meant do as I say, not as I do.
I said it backwards.
You've had way too much sparkling water tonight.
I am dyslexic.
When you speak?
Super dyslexic.
I think that's a reading thing.
No. It's a speaking thing for me.
Oh.
I say shit backwards all the time.
That's why you got a 1.5 in
I
high
backwards
school.
shit all the time.
Well, sometimes I do. Depends on which way of the toilet I sit.
Sometimes it just spews out of my
We're
mouth.
we're gonna have an episode where we get one or both of your daughters on for something because I think it could be hilarious.
Well, I
It
have.
would probably
I have
take a
I have
lot of
thing,
editing.
I have a thing where I want Lexi to read tweets.
Like
I just
the
got to
mean
find
tweets.
offensive tweets for her to read,
Oh man, it'd be so good.
but I want her to read offensive tweets,
yes. Can I write jokes for her to read?
possibly. But I want her to read offensive.
Writing's
tweets.
one of those things that I was told by professors I should do. Just so you know, it's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
for me to write stuff and hand to your 10-year-old daughter and say, here, read this into a microphone.
She'll be like, what's this word?
Oh, but then if we record it, there's definitely evidence of whatever she has said.
Yeah. Well, I may just record them in segments. And then
Do it for the Vine.
We'll just take a little break, drop them into the middle, and just continue
Just
on.
keep moving like nothing happened.
Be like, oh. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're done.
It's starting to get dark. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, this is
I don't want
weird.
to see what happens at your house at dark.
Weird things happen.
All right, I'm in.
Weird things.
Does it involve jalapeno poppers or tacos?
It could. Because
Hey,
we're having
now.
tacos tonight.
Oh, I'm staying for dinner.
And jalapeno poppers.
Out. Out.
We're having jalapeno popper tacos.
Say that 5 times fast.
Jalapeno popper tacos, 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 jalapeno popper tacos.
That was 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all for us. Thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Martell cannot say one sentence, but you ask him to say a tongue twister, and he nails it.
Rubber
Amazing.
baby belly bumpers.
Suck it, high school guidance counselor. I am somebody.
That's right. I made it.
Like, share, subscribe. Go look up what all the bourbons we named. Run through them. Who are we? The brewery.
We had Weller tonight, so that's out of Buffalo Trace. They're good, but definitely check out Virgil Kane out of South Carolina and Two Bitch out of Nevada. They are better, much better.
Check out Smokeout Barbecue and Grill. Look them up on Facebook. They post their schedule. Go grab some lunch. Hit up a food truck festival. They now have something that's just called The Mess, and it is just 3 pounds of different smoked meats and gloriousness. So
Sounds
check
messy.
them out. I think that's all I mentioned. Check out Gurgle's smoked meats in his R2-D2 trash can. You cannot find that anywhere. I don't even know his address.
He's just using a Brinkman. Brinkman smoker.
Got some Kingsford charcoal.
Oh, God. All right. For Randy, I am Martell, and we are
Don't
out.
say that for me. I can say it for myself.
Nope. Later.
Peace.